Hello everybody, welcome back to another map first impressions video. Today we're going to take a look at Canadian West Meadow. This map can be found over at the farmingsimulator.com website in the mod hub, and it is in the beta section. That means this map is for PC and Mac only. Let me read you a little bit of the description. It says, "Welcome to Canadian West Meadow. This is a part of Canada where large meadows are made to do great farming with several warehouses and points of sale. This map includes all Farming Simulator 17 features, 8 sell points, a BGA, 13 fields, small, medium, and large, and I'll just say very large, and various custom sounds across the map." So let's go ahead and jump on in. We're going to leave all the DLCs selected, including the Straw Harvest add-on, and we're going to go ahead and use our Jeep tonight. Pull it in. Let's pull up the log and watch it load up. As you can see, it's loading up error-free, and we've got a decent list of starting equipment. And here we are. This is where we start. Let's take a look at the map. So, I think the biggest thing that you're going to notice is fields 2 and 4. And field 4 is 100 hectares in size. Okay? So when he says small, medium, and large, he's really meaning medium, large, and very large. So, let's take a look. We've got our standard crops on this map. And we start out by owning fields 10 and 12 only. We have several sell points, as the description said. Well, the description said 8 sell points, but we have 5 main sell points for most of our crops. Then we have a few specific sell points that are very specific as to what they take. We've got a spinnery. Our biogas plant takes manure, slurry, and silage. Then we have Dino Windrow, which takes our hay, straw, and grass, as well as our straw pellets and our hay pellets. In fact, you can see straw pellets and hay pellets are accepted at several different sell points. Also appear to have sugarcane available on the map. It's not listed here as a crop type, which is rather interesting, but it is listed as a sellable item, not as a crop type. So here's our list of starting equipment. There's nothing leased here. Let's go ahead and take out a loan. That way we can buy some animals. Okay. And we have all 3 animal types on this map: sheep, pigs, and cows. We don't start with any particular number of animals. And our silo has a capacity of, I think that's 50 million liters. A lot. That's all we need to say. So let's take a look at that starting equipment. Start with 4 tractors. Well, 5 tractors, sorry. We got the Case IH 1455. We got a pair of them. We got the T8 New Holland Ultra S Series and the Challenger. So we range in horsepower from 145 all the way up to 646 horsepower. Got ourselves the Lizard Barrel Core Semi, the New Holland 10.90 harvester with grain header. Got the FR850 forage harvester with corn chaff header. Got the Crampy semi-trailer tipper, a large cultivator, and large seeder. We've got the self-propelled New Holland sprayer. Got the large forage wagon. And as you can see, there's the list of equipment here is it's large stuff. Now we got 2 Metaltech overloader wagons. We got our pickup truck and our water trailer. Like I said, there's nothing leased. Let's go ahead and lease up our Jeep. Drive around and get a good view of things. And while we're here, let's go ahead and take a look at the farm itself. Here's our farmhouse. Our pickup truck. And then the big prominent structure right here. We've got a huge storage shed in here. This map is not seasons prepared, which simply means that there is no snow mask installed in the map. If you want to use seasons with this map, you can. It just means that grass and hay will not rot in the event that it rains. So over here we've got another large storage building. Go ahead and check that out while we're over here. Now this one's got a concrete floor. The other one seemed to have a dirt floor. One thing you'll notice on the map is this map could also be called Canadian West Plains because it is awful flat here. This is our storage silo for our grain crop. Got our fill out right there. Around the corner here we have where the truck is, our dump point. Another large vehicle shed. And now we're going to go back here and start looking at our animals. We have the silage bunker for our cows. We're going to go around here. So this is our sheep area. It's got a cow on the door on the building, but this is our sheep area. So when I was first looking at this map, I was a little confused as to the sheep and the cow areas. Well, and the pig areas, for that matter of fact. Well, they don't have traditional troughs for feeding. This is where you're going to dump your loose grass or hay. Feed your sheep. Notice I said the word loose. Okay. All right. Oh, here it is. Here's your water tank. This is where you're going to put water. Okay. Now, after you dump your grass or hay that's loose, or you put your water in that water tank, water will fill up there, or the loose grass and hay will fill in here. I'm not quite sure what this is. Sticking up out of the ground. It's got a collision on it, but just seems to be a bit out of place. Now over here, best to go around I guess the other side. Over here, let's go. Really tall grass here. I mean it's ridiculously tall. Alright, we got a gate. Now if we're feeding with bales, we're going to need to open this gate. And we're going to need to come over here, and right here at this elevator, this is our bale trigger to feed our sheep if we're feeding bales. So if we're feeding grass bales or hay bales, we bring them in here. Okay, putting them over at the dump site won't do anything. We need to bring them here. This is where the bale trigger is feeding. And if by chance you should feed with a bucket, say for some reason you scoop up loose hay or straw with a bucket, the shovel trigger is here at the actual trough. Here is our manure pile for our cows. And this is the cow barn. Here we have a fill plane for silage as well as straw. So this is where you come to fill your feed your power food and your straw. Now let's go ahead on here. Now we have to come up here to the next big barn. This particular barn is just decoration. It doesn't have any function, as best I can tell. So here is where we tip our loose grass or hay or silage, I guess, for that fact, for our cows. Then here's our water tank for our cows. And again, if we are feeding bales, this is where we come to put the bales. Feeding with bales. And they won't actually go up here, but in theory, putting bales in here, and I guess they get fed out of the top of the barn. Next building up here is our pig shed. So this is our manure pile for our pigs. Over here, this is our grain dump. This is where we dump our food for the pigs. Okay? And this is... No. Sorry. This is where we dump our straw. Okay? So when we put straw, we need to put it here. I did not notice if this has a bale trigger, or if we're going to use straw bales if we have to go somewhere else, but that is very much a possibility. Here's our slurry tank for our cows. This is the feeding dump for pigs. So if you're going to feed pigs, this is where you're going to need to dump your pig food or your individual components. And here is your water trigger for your pigs. And your pigs will basically live inside this they'll live inside this building. This direction. So go ahead and buy us up some pigs. They are. And here's your liquid manure pigs. Let's run through here. This is some really tall grass. Alright. See our piggies? They basically live their life in here. Let's run back and get the cows and the sheep. That was my fault. I oversaw it. That was an oversight on my behalf. Where we buy our cows. Oh, really? Walk through the door. Okay. Let's go down here and get our sheeps. Can't remember. Where that trigger is. Sheep. Here it is. Yeah, this really tall grass makes it difficult to see these fences and everything. Sheep walking through here, you can't see them. Oh, there are sheep walking through here. Oh. That's funny. The sheep will get lost. They'll never be able to see where they're going. So that is basically the main farm. Let's go ahead and pull up the shop and reset our Jeep. Figure out where that Jeep resets to. So it resets back at the shop. Got chickens up. Didn't look at those. Run up here and check out the chickens. Water pond. Oh, here's some of our vehicle sheds. Big, long sheds. Storage areas. Big equipment. Other building. And our chickens. So water up here. And here they are. You just kind of stumble upon your chickens because, I mean, the grass is so tall. Can't really see where the heck you're going. Alright. Let's jump on over here to the shop. Here we are at the shop, and there is the reset point. While we're over here, let's go ahead and check this out. We've got a bale sub point. Got rather interesting textures here. Sure what deal with that is, but looks like we can seed. Let's check. Yep, we can get seed from there. Let's go ahead and back up. Maybe we get fertilizer out of one of these. This is probably solid fertilizer. Let's see. Yep. Solid fertilizer there. And liquid fertilizer would be right here. I'm not really sure if that's the texture that's supposed to be there or what. Then we've got two sell points. Here we got Dino and Dino Windrow. Dino accepts all of our main crops. Then Dino Windrow takes straw, grass, and hay, and pellets. Assuming you can bring your bales here, and you can bring your loose material right here. See, off to the side here is where we have our customize and return trigger. Alright, let's zoom on out here. Let's take a quick glance around. Like I said, map is super flat. It's just one little hill. Alright, let's check out the prices of Field 7 while we're at it. So Field 7 is 1.86 hectares, $150,000. We'll take a look at the size of Field 7 versus the size of Fields, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, and 4, for example. We'll have quite the variance in field sizes there. So the animal dealer is directly in front of us. So here's where your animal dealer is. Pretty standard Farm Sim 17 animal dealer. There you go. And now down here we've got our BGA. But we got another sell point here at the bakery. This one is called Denton Bakery. Except most of our grains, most of our crops. And we've got the BGA just right here. The Silo Master, Silo King, and our Digestate. Got a... When you come up here to get your Digestate, gotta watch out for this light pole. Here in the middle. Sure, it has a collision on it. No, it doesn't. Yeah. But you don't really need to look out for it. All right. Let's go check out some of these field sizes here. And the grass. Oh my gosh, the grass is way too tall. You can only imagine what the harvested grass height must look like. So Field 1 is 44 hectares in size. That is, I think, about twice the size of the largest field on Goldcrest Valley. We're going to check out Field 2. Field 2 is 63.64 hectares. $5 million to buy that one up. Gee, there it is. Let's run down here to Field 3 and Field 4. We are at a sell point. This one is Cargill. Just kind of a random sell point here in amongst these giant fields. I would suppose that this would be a decent map for the Big Bud, mostly because of the field sizes. There isn't trees or anything right along the edge of the fields. You should have pretty decent capability of getting turned around and things. Field 3 is 27.45 hectares. Here we have our wool buy point. Spinnery. What is this particular? It is Atlantic. They just take sugar beets. That's all they care about are sugar beets. Over here, we have what appears to be a satellite farm, secondary farm, arable farm, if you will. Got a scale here. Numbers on the scale, so the scale works. Got several signs, so let's just get out and look around here. Seeds. This is a seed bill point, maybe? Dump here. I don't know if this is somehow seed storage. Let's hook up this. It's fertilizer. Fertilizer, seeds. So this building here, store fertilizer and seeds in. Wondering if there may be a facility for you to make fertilizer and seeds. A silo simply to store fertilizer and seeds seems a bit excessive unless you have a way of making it. We have water. Including a water trigger there. We have free water. See, I'm filling up with no cost to me. So here we accept straw, silage, hay, forage, grass, and chaff. At this particular silo, store all kinds of loose straw, silage, hay, forage, grass, and chaff. One over here, and these are just giant silos. Nothing really descriptive there. Here it appears to we have triggers, just deco. Here we have some signage for potato, wood chip, and sugar beet storage. Okay. Interesting. So we can dump potato, sugar beets, and wood chips in here, and there's our fill out of there. And now we don't have a sign over here for what this takes. I'm going to run over here and get that overloader and see if I can bring it over there and see what that particular area stores and takes. It looks like this area, they mow their grass pretty good. Except wheat, barley, canola, sunflowers, soybeans, and corn. This is a contemporary, a traditional farm silo here for storage. So this whole area up here is kind of just storage. Crops and such. Not a lot of vehicle storage up here. Let's head on back and we'll go check out field 4. The mammoth 100 hectare field. So guys, let me know in the comments what you think of the map. What do you think of these giant fields? Are you brave enough to try to tackle these fields and farm a 100 hectare field? I can tell you, I'm not going to do it, but there's probably somebody out there that will tackle this. Alright, so here's field 4. $108.9 hectares, $8.8 million. And should you feel brave enough to even attempt this mission, which it says will take 1,300 minutes, you'll get $418,000. Remnants of the American flag there, grass. Head on down to the last big sell points. Well, while we're at it, let's cut through here, and we'll check out the field sizes and prices of 5, 6, and 11. You know, field 7 was 1 point something in hectares. There's that hill I talked about. The rest of the map is flat as can be, but there's a hill here. There's your hill. Here we've got some other starting equipment. We got our harvester and our grain header up there. We've got our forage harvester and our forage wagon down here. Right. Field 6 is almost 16 hectares, $1.2 million. Field 5 is almost 16 hectares, almost $1.3 million. And this was what field was this? Field 11, 21.5, $1.7 million. All right. Head on down here to the final sell point. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you liked the video. If you did, please click the like button. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. We do Let's Play videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, as well as map videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Here we have our diesel. Some pretty decent cars here. Parking lot. Point for solid fertilizer. And we're coming up to 2 sell points. Go ahead and take a look at the map. Figure out which ones they are. They are Co-op, M, and Co-op. The Co-op M, right? They accept manure and wood chips. Co-op accepts all of your standard crops. And then there's a Co-op W. Co-op W is behind us. Okay. Co-op W. Here's our solid fertilizer or liquid sprayer, self-propelled liquid sprayer. This must be where you fill up your liquid fertilizer. Storage here. Up W. Right down here. Right in front of us. Go up W. Takes us. They accept wood chips and pellets. So, there you go, guys. That is Canadian West Meadow. Now, let me know in the comments what you think. Until next time, happy farming.